Okay, our next step is to add on a program that will allow us to do what's called a mail merge with emails, which will take the information that you put in your Google form and fill it into a form type letter email that will be emailed out to the parents' emails as our indicated recipients. So we go back to our drive. If you remember, if you start here, you go here and click on Drive. And in the prior one, we already made a form and a spreadsheet called Discipline Spreadsheet. So we'll go ahead and open that spreadsheet. I already have it opened up here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And as we can see, this is the information. We did a dummy trial run on myself and it recorded the information. But now we're going to go ahead and look at how we can create an email from that. So we go to add-ons, and then you go to get add-ons, and the one that I use is called Formule. It looked the best out of the ones that I investigated when first doing this. Not sure why they call that. And as you can see, I already have it installed, so they're just asking to manage it, but it did have good reviews, etc. But when you go to it and install it, you'll have a blue plus button. It is free. So you'll go ahead and click on that, and it will add it to your Google Sheets program. And then once that's done, you will go here and go to add-ons. Now there's a couple of steps, I believe, to start off with at the beginning. So I can only show you what we have from here, but they're pretty easy and straightforward to step through. So we go to add-ons and we go to Formula. It's email merge utility, and we're going to go ahead and launch it. And I'll show you some of the different things that you fill in what they mean. So this particular one, the default is for it to be off on trigger. Now the trigger is when you click the submit button on the Google form, and if this is on, it will go ahead, as soon as you click that button, send out an email, which that's the way I have it set. If you don't, you might forget to send the emails or whatever, but if you're a little leery of what you might send out, you could choose this particular one. Oh yeah, and a field I forgot to mention, you need to go up here to select sheet, and this is the sheet in your Discipline Spreadsheet that this is going to refer to for its information, and in this case it's called Form Responses 1. That's the default sheet name. You can see down here on the bottom left when you make a form. Okay, and you can go ahead and check some boxes here, log a case number for each submission, etc. You can determine whether, I'm not even sure what the second one does, but these are just other ways to verify when these were submitted, etc. But they do automatically come, of course, like as you see with the timestamp. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to our templates. Once you've got that clicked and everything there, you can go to templates. It's over here, bottom right. And when we click on that, you are going to go ahead and have the opportunity to build your templates for your email. So in this case, forgive me if I look through this for a minute, I've already got a template one for the one that I use. But let's go ahead and build one from scratch. We'll see if we can do that. Alright, so template 2. Let's get rid of template 1. No. Alright, we'll see what happens with this, if this messes it up or not. But I wanted to make a separate one so I can show you how to build it from scratch to the one that I already used, which is template 1. Alright, so we'll leave this. We'll come back to that. So with template 2, that means that this is going to be the particular form letter that's sent whenever you click the submit or the send and issue an email out to the parent of a student. The value that you want to have here is very important. You want to, well, I take that back. We can't do that yet because it's got to go ahead and run through it. So I'll go ahead and show you this. Pardon me once again for not having this down pat, but once you've done that, you would choose, by the way, template 1, because you're only going to have one template. You won't have any. But for this one, we'll go with 2, so I can use a template 2 so I don't interfere with the one I've already set up for mine. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put something in there now. And then I'm going to come back and change this. You'll understand in a minute why I have to go through these steps here. Now it should be once we've set that we can save the template settings, and I think it's not because I still have that one template open. Alright. Alright, we'll try it this way, and we'll say for name parent email is null. Once again, these don't mean anything right now, except do take note that we have to enter these values in capital letters. And now we can save that, and we're going to come back and change that, and I'll show you how that works in a minute, but save those template settings. And next we will then edit. Bottom right hand blue button says next edit templates. Now we're going to actually build up our email letters, and I'm going to let you go ahead and do as much as you want here. I'm going to make it very simplistic at this point for the sake of the lesson. The 2, of course, is going to be the email. Okay, so we can go when it's fields that you want entered in this data value, you just go over here and click on the name of the field that you want that goes in there, and that's what will be entered into that particular one. You need to have a subject, and for me I put offenses, and I'll show you what you can do also with that. Now from there you can put the end violation, so it doesn't just say tardy. Oops, got that all caps still on, don't want that. Looks like I'm yelling out the offense to them, but anyway, violation. And you may want to CC yourself or whoever, and reply to, put your email, so this will tell the parents what to click on. I give a link to click on to reply back to you, which you do want them to do, so that you know that they got the email. Some of our students have their own emails for their parents' email. So what I put in the body is, and this is up to you, but this is building the letter out. I make it very form-like for simplicity, but I'll go ahead and put the name there, and then after that, press enter, and then I'm going to put the offense there, and press enter, and then I put the date right there. Okay, enter, and then I say something to the effect of, dear parents, the above student committed the above offenses offense, and maybe you want to do like that, and I usually say please discuss this with them, and this is important, reply, oops, important to spell it correctly, to this email to ensure that you received it. I before E, except after C. Switch me around. Good for you. Okay, so then that lets me know as the parents write me back to, you know, it gives them an obligation to do that. Then, you know, you can pretty much that. Oh, another thing I include in that typically is actually I put before here. Let's fix this now. I'm gonna lease them out something. Most students committed the above offenses, and then I actually will put in here the comment form there. So if there's something I want to add to it about whatever happened, etc., we can put it there and discuss with, and please reply to this email to ensure that you have received it. All right, and so then salutations, etc., etc. And that's will end up linking that. It's like, so I'm going to go ahead and preview this and see if there's a number of kinks that have to be worked out with this oftentimes, so this may take a few tries, but we'll go ahead and look at a preview of this, and there we go. So if we do that, because it was not meeting functions, it's going to tell you that no emails were sent, so that's okay. So what we need to do now is actually go back. We'll go back from the beginning of the add-ons part here. My apologies for the complexity of this. Go back to Formule, setup, data source data, send conditions. That's typically where you have your problem, is with what's called send conditions, the section option on there. So now this is the one now that we should have. There we go. Alright, so this is what you have to do. You have to set this template as a condition. You have to set the template to send status. What this does is that it keeps you from re-emailing out these discipline notices. And by doing that, it will go ahead and once it sends the email, it will enter a entry of time and date that was sent and to whom it was sent there in this particular column on the spreadsheet, as you'll see in a minute. And then if it hasn't done that already, then that means it'll go ahead and send it. If it's already done that, it will not send it again. So you'll see once you do this and if we save that. So as I said, I'm going to come back to this. This is what you need to do: template to send status. I can't move this over, but I can show it to you in the spreadsheet in a minute. And that then will take care of that, should take care of it. We can go now to the template, should be the same. Let's go ahead and take a shot at it, preview and send all. And it looks like that is all ready to go. This is what it's going to look like when it reaches this recipient right here, which would be the parent's email. We hit send it now, and off it goes. And we can next check to see if I received it in my email box. And you don't have to go through those steps. That just means that it's set up correctly now. You don't have to go through the steps every time. When you set it, once you set it up like that, every time you hit the send button on your Google form or submit, it will go ahead and send out that email. So back to my email box. And there it is. So this is what comes up. Now you'll notice what is in the address line. So when you choose your Google Mail account that you want to send from, you want to make it something maybe that represents a class a little bit better. That one doesn't really well. And this shows you the email that would have been sent to the teacher. This is